Well, good afternoon, everyone. I want to welcome you here to Light of Joy and with our Clayton County Community Connection event. And I want to thank you for being here, showing interest, not only in our community, but for our students. And we're excited to host such an event. And I welcome all of our educators and administrators and all of the county stakeholders that are playing such a vital role in the success of our county, our school district, and our young people. And again, you are welcome here in this house. Our home is your home. And I hope you're excited about what is getting ready to take place today. And you're excited about this new year and another opportunity to share what you have grown in and with to another generation of people. Amen. And so I want you to bow your heads as we have an invocation. Heavenly Father, we come before your throne of grace with a heart of thanksgiving. Father, we ask, oh God, for your mercy, for your grace to be abundant upon us on this hour and this day and throughout the year. Father, I pray that your Spirit will be with us, instruct us. Father, I pray that you expand our heart and our vision, oh God, to encompass all that you had in mind upon your creation. Father, we pray for wisdom and knowledge beyond our years, and that your favor will be on each and every one of us. We pray that you would season our words, O Father, that all that may hear will receive an impartation, and they will grow in truth, in character, morality, and integrity. And Father, without you, we realize we can accomplish nothing. But through you, we can do all things. And so we invite you in on this hour and ask for your blessings, mercy, and grace. And we thank you in advance for the great year, the great season, and accomplishments that we shall have. In that remarkable and matchless name, Jesus the Christ, we do pray. Amen.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Pastor Frank Salters and the Light of Joy Church family, for your gracious hospitality, your leadership in this community, and your partnership with Clayton County Public Schools. I also want to recognize our Clayton County Board of Education members. Thank you for your leadership, your continued support of our mission, and to our elected officials, our faith leaders, our community partners, and especially our parents, grandparents, guardians, and caregivers. Thank you for being here. Your presence reminds us of a simple truth. Children are raised by communities, not institutions. At Clayton County Public Schools, we believe one thing above all else: the children eat first. The first day of school is prepared long before the first bell rings. Tonight is about more than information. It is about readiness. It is about bringing schools, families, churches, and community together so that every child begins the school year with every possible advantage. When we stand together, our children stand taller. You will hear from several members of our leadership team this evening because no one person can tell the story of a school district. Each leader carries a different responsibility, but every responsibility serves the same child. I am privileged to work beside people of exceptional judgment, integrity, and heart. Leaders who choose the difficult work because they believe our children are worth it. Tonight, you will hear different voices, but you will hear one promise. We will work together, we will serve together, and we will always put the children first. Thank you for being here.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome, welcome, welcome. We're so happy to be here with you this evening. My name is Dr. Alicia Dunn, and I'm the Director of Counseling, Enrollment, and Post-Secondary Readiness for Clayton County Public Schools. So the purpose for me talking to you this evening is to share with you about enrollment. We believe that new beginnings and bright futures begin here in Clayton County Public Schools. And one of the ways that we're able to help that begin was with our young early learners and our students who are transferring in, our parents who are moving to the district and ready to get their students enrolled in school. And so we want to make sure that we create an atmosphere of ease, making sure that there are multiple opportunities for you to engage with us, the district, to enroll your students in school through a seamless process. So that means that we begin by providing multiple opportunities for your students to enroll in school. That begins with our satellite locations, which are open right now, and we're actively enrolling students in school. We're at Jonesboro High School Monday through Friday from 7 o'clock a.m. until 3 o'clock p.m. We're also at the Central Office South. That's our location in the Lovejoy Hampton area. That location is open a little bit longer until around 4 o'clock, 4:30, Monday through Friday, to help you get your students enrolled in school as well. Riverdale Elementary School is another site, 7 o'clock to 3 o'clock p.m. as well. So we're here in multiple opportunities before July 22nd. What happens on July 22nd? All schools are open to enroll students in Clayton County Public Schools for the 26-27 school year. Because remember, we said that new beginnings, bright futures start here in Clayton County Public Schools. So we're opening every opportunity, presenting every opportunity for you to engage with us to enroll your students in school. We are also offering on-site support for our families, personalized support with the application process, the online registration process, as well as documentation upload, and helping parents understand exactly how to go through that process fluidly. We're offering language support as well for our ESOL families, our second language learners through our department, the International Center as well. We're partnering closely with them to make sure that there are no language barriers for our students enrolling in school for the 26-27 school year. So again, that's another way we're here for you, opening the door and working with our community to make sure that every student has an opportunity to enroll successfully in Clayton County Public Schools. So we begin every school July 22nd through August the 14th. So we want to make sure that you mark those dates down on your calendar. We'll also begin offering evening hours on July the 27th from 4 o'clock p.m. to 7 o'clock p.m. At the Central Office South location, which is in the Lovejoy area again, 1588 Old Lovejoy Road, Hampton, Georgia, 30228. So I'll say that address again. It's 1588 Old Lovejoy Road, Hampton, Georgia, 30228. So again, that's another way that we're trying to make sure that every opportunity exists. There are no barriers to you being able to enroll your student in Clayton County Public School for the 26-27 school year. Again, bright futures, new beginnings begin where? Clayton County Public Schools, Clayton County, Georgia. Okay, so I'm going to continue here. I had another. Thank you. All right, so one of the things that we ask that parents understand when they come into the facilities to ask for questions and ask questions and understand what that process looks like. We want to share with you exactly what do you need to present to enroll in school. So we want to share with you those lists of documents. So what do you need? You need proof of age, the birth certificate, making sure that you have that document with you, as well as parents' identification. We want to make sure that our youngsters, our students, are with the persons that they should be with, so we need to know who you are. So please bring your identification with you, as well as 2 current proofs of residency within the last 45 days. We also ask for any documentation that you have from the prior school of attendance, because we want to make sure that when our students begin school on day 1, that they're beginning school in the correct grade placement. So it's important that we have that educational record, as well as any assessment records that the students may have from the prior school of attendance. And if you have any difficulty in obtaining those records, we are also here to help you with that as well. So again, opening doors, having every opportunity for you to make sure that there are no barriers to enrolling your students in school for the 26-27 school year, because we want your students with us to begin this year successfully. Because again, new beginnings, bright futures begin where? In Clayton County Public Schools. Thank you very much.
Good evening. My name is Dr. Charmin Johnson, and I am the Chief Academic Officer for Academic Implementation. And this evening, I'm going to share some very important information to get you started for the school year. So the first thing, for all of our students in grades pre-K through 12th grade, they are required to carry clear book bags. Again, that will be another requirement again for this year. So please, parents, make sure that your child has a clear book bag. Also, we have a new cell phone policy. For all of our students in grades K through 8, the expectation is for them not to have any electronic devices on them during the school day, on their person. This is coming from House Bill 340, so this is a state law, so all of our schools in Georgia will be required to adhere to this bill or this new law. Our students in high school, although they can carry phones this year, the expectation is for them to be turned off and out of sight throughout the school day. Again, for high school students, the phones, they can have the phones, but we should not see those phones, and they should be turned off during the school day. Next school year, high school students will not be allowed to have phones on their person. So we're trying to get them ready before next school year. Also, we have our uniform policy. All students in grades pre-K through 8th are required to wear a school uniform. And if you want to know the colors for your child's school uniform, please just visit your school's website, and all of the colors of the shirts and the pants will be on the website. For our high school students, even though they don't have to wear uniforms, they must abide by our dress code policy. CCPS has a very firm dress code policy, which can be found in our student and parent handbook. So please review that before we begin the year so that all of our students are dressed and ready for school every single day. We also will have open house. That's going to be offered on July the 30th, and that's for all grade bands. For our elementary school students, we will have open house from 1 to 3. For middle school, the time is 3 to 5, and for our high school students, we will offer open house from 5 to 7. Parents, this is your opportunity to meet your child's teacher, to tour the school, and to ask all of those important questions so that your child can have a successful school year. So we highly encourage you to please attend our open house on July the 30th. And then also, we will provide a one-pager. We will put that up on the screen. It has a QR code. That QR code includes all of the important updates and information that you need as a parent. And if we don't get it tonight, we will definitely have it on our district website. And finally, for all of our elementary school students, we offer sports in the area of flag football, cheer, basketball, soccer, and that is it. So those are all of our athletic opportunities for our elementary students. And as you know, our secondary students, we have all types of sports. So if you're interested in signing your child up, please check on your child's website for those opportunities. Now we will hear from Dr. Lee.
Good evening. I am Dr. Ebony Lee, the Chief Academic Officer for Design, and I'm excited to share a few academic tips and how our parents can stay connected to the learning. As we know, parents and our caregivers are vital partners in the process of helping our students be successful, and we're excited that this is going to be one of the best starts to the school year ever. So I have some tips to share that we like to call the 5 Ps for student success. The first P is so important because in order for our students to receive the tools, they have to be present. So parents, caregivers, please ensure that our students have great attendance and they're punctual. And once they're present, we want them prepared. Prepared means I'm prepared mentally. I know why I'm in school, and that school is a very important place. and I have my assignments, my resources, and my supplies. Next, once I leave school and I'm back with my parents and caregivers, I need to practice my learning. Please assist us with reinforcing the importance of daily practice, studying, reading. The next P, monitoring progress. We know our children, they like to share with us their thoughts around what they need to do, but we need to monitor to make sure that we are aware, checking grades, parents log into the parent portal, but sometimes checking progress means checking a book bag. Is there homework in there? A completed assignment that needs to be turned in the next day? And then the final P is participation. Being present in the school, getting involved as your schedule permits, and having opportunities to know how the school best communicates and how you can seek the resources you need to assist your child. Next, I would like to share, besides the 5 Ps, is the importance of attending the upcoming curriculum nights. We have open house, but we have curriculum nights September 3rd, September 10th, and September 17th. Elementary is September 3rd, middle school is September 10th, and high school is September 17th. All are from 5 o'clock p.m. to 7 o'clock p.m. This is the time to know the plan. What is expected of your child throughout the year in terms of their learning? How will they be assessed? And a very important question is how can my child be successful in your class? And how can I help my child be successful in your class? The next important point around curriculum is to find out the resources that are available to support your child at home and that you can take advantage of as well as a partner in the process. And then the final part of curriculum night is knowing that there's a community of other parents and caregivers who can support you in the process. So whether that's joining PTA or any other parent group, it allows you to have a village of support as well. So parents, caregivers, we know that if our students are present, prepared, practicing, we're monitoring their progress, and we're participating, we can have that best start to the school year. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Shanice Ratcliffe, and I am Chief of Student Support Services. And in Clayton County Public Schools, we believe that all students have the right to have access not only to education, but the resources. In order for a child to thrive, they must be able to have their basic needs met. And that is a function of student support services. We believe students have the right to come to school, feel safe, healthy, and to learn, not only in the school, but when they go home and in the community, to truly, truly thrive. Our department works together to provide access to families, so they will have resources to healthcare, to food, to medical needs, and also to be able to learn and excel in the classroom. One of our most important things that we have is access to our community resource guide. The community resource guide is a collaborative effort that connects our families to resources within Clayton County and in the metro area. When you scan the QR code, you can immediately access transportation access, rental assistance, food pantries, right at your fingertips. And at this time, I'm going to yield to my teammate who will provide some resources that are right here in Clayton County.
Thank you, Dr. Ratcliffe, and good evening to our Clayton County community. I am Dr. Angela Harrison Collier. It is my pleasure to serve as Director of Student Services. And as Dr. Ratcliffe indicated, we have some key valuable resources within Clayton County Public Schools that will assist and support our families in starting with a healthy start to the school year. Every day counts, but most importantly, that day, August the 3rd, that we're looking forward to having all of our scholars back at school is a very important day to start off healthy. And we are here to help and to support you in having a healthy start to the school year. How will we do that? Well, did you realize that we have 3 school-based health centers within Clayton County Public Schools. And we're excited that by the end of this year, December 2026, we will have 2 additional school-based health centers. So what is a school-based health center? A school-based health center is a doctor's office inside of the school. So we can provide all of our students with those necessary immunizations and shots that they need to begin school at the early learning stage, and especially for our 7th and 11th grade students. You can make an appointment and see one of our doctors that's currently located at Huey Elementary, at Lee Street Elementary, or at North Clayton High Schools. We're not only committed to assisting and supporting our students for a healthy start, but all throughout the year, because we provide sports physicals, child checks, and primary care for our students throughout the year at these locations. So we encourage you as a family, not just for the students, but for the entire families to connect and engage with us at these locations. We will be opening Forest Park Middle School, School-Based Health Center, and excited about our location soon to open at the Riverdale Early Learning Center. Not only do we provide healthcare support, but we also have support around nutritious food and other items at our community hubs that we call our community schools locations. We offer free, fresh groceries at our location at Eddie White Middle at the Panhandle Wellness Center. We offer groceries, chef storage items, and other necessities at the Bear Hall Cafe at Jonesboro Middle School. We offer paper products, personal care and hygiene at Forest Park, Panther Junction, and again, all those resources our students need to start the year, you as a family, and throughout the year at the 1525 market at North Clayton High School. So our school-based health center, along with our free markets and connecting to other resources, are key to a healthy start of the school year and a healthy start all year long. So please connect with us, let us support you and connect you with those resources within our school district as well as in our community. And I'm going to give it to my colleague, Dr. Taylor, who's going to share with you another piece that we have around wraparound supports that's also offered at our school-based health centers and other programs she has as well. Dr. Taylor.
Good evening. My name is Dr. Sherry Ann Taylor, and I'm going to speaking to you today about our school-based mental health supports. The program is called Spark, and it is available to every Clayton County Public School student. I want to talk to you about how we serve every student. At Tier 1, we have awareness programs that are available in every elementary, middle, and high school. We have 5K walks. We have afternoon resources available in our virtual spaces. At Tier 2, if their student requires additional support with parental consent, that is your consent, We provide small group support with our mental health providers as our partners. At Tier 3, again, with student referral and with your participation and confirmation, we provide individualized support with 22 mental health partners here in the community. I'd like to talk to you about how we provide those supports with the mental health partners next. Those mental health partners have school-based supports, again, at every location. Dr. Collier talked to you about 4 locations that we have, health-based centers that have mental health providers. Forest Park Middle School, Lee Street Elementary, Huey Elementary, and North Clayton High School provide those services in the building. We also provide teletherapy for every student in Clayton County at no cost through Daybreak Therapy, which is a grant. You can contact your school-based supports through the counselors, school social workers, behavior interventionists, as well as your school social workers. You can find us at info.spark as well to be able to send us an email and we can connect you with referrals. Thank you. Our next speaker is going to speak to you as well about some additional supports.
Thank you, Dr. Taylor. My name is Sonia Davis, and I serve as the coordinator of McKinney-Vento programs. The McKinney-Vento program exists to ensure that every student experiencing homelessness has equal access to a free and appropriate public education and the opportunity to succeed in school. When many people hear the word homeless, they think of someone living in a shelter on the streets. However, the McKinney-Vento program defines homelessness more broadly. A student qualifies for homeless if their nighttime residence is not fixed, regular, or adequate. Under McKinney-Vento, these students qualify for specific protections and resources. These are students that share housing due to economic hardship or loss of housing, who live in hotels or motels, reside in emergency or transitional shelters, live in cars, parks, campgrounds, or unaccompanied youth living apart from their parent or legal guardian. During the 2025 and 2026 school year, Clayton County Public Schools identified over 2,300 students experiencing homelessness. As the chart indicates, the majority of these students shared housing due to economic hardship or loss of their own housing. Next, we have students living in hotels, motels, and then students living in emergency shelters or transitional housing. These numbers represent students whose education is disrupted by circumstances beyond their control. They represent real children in our classrooms. Without proper assessments, identifications, and support, these students face massive barriers. These barriers impact their social, their attendance, their academic achievement, their mental health, and their graduations. Our goal is to eliminate barriers. Our responsibility is to identify these students and remove barriers to enrollment and attendance and provide them with the support they need to remain engaged, to achieve academically, and graduate successfully. Under McKinney-Vento, these students qualify for specific protections and resources. The McKinney-Vento program guarantees that homeless students have educational rights that are connected to them during their time when they're in our district. This means they have the right to immediate enrollment, school stability, and connections to essential resources that remove barriers for their learning. First, we ensure their educational rights. This includes their immediate enrollment, even if they don't have documentation or proof of residency. We provide school stability. We keep students in their school of origin when appropriate, and we provide transportation. In addition, our department ensures that they receive targeted academic support, school supplies, uniforms, hygiene kits, and direct referrals to community services. In addition, these services, we are proud to offer signature initiatives throughout the school year that are designed to support students and families beyond the classroom. Some of these initiatives include our Orange Duffel Bag Program, our Sneaker Shuffle, our Wash and Wear Initiative, and our Chalisa Fair Scholarship. We engage families through our Parents Counts initiatives and our Financial Achievement Club. I close with this message. We need to help to continue this work. We ask you to follow 3 simple steps: recognize, refer, respond. Everyone can play a role in identifying students who may be experiencing housing instability. If you feel like a student is experiencing housing instability, please contact the Homeless Education Department or our McKinney-Vento Department or your respective school social worker. Identification allows us to connect families with the services and resources they need to ensure that they remain engaged and in school and are on the path to success. Together we can remove barriers, we can provide hope, and ensure that every student has the opportunity to learn, to grow, and thrive. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Shakira Brown Rice, and I'm the Executive Director of the Engagement Department. Can everyone say engagement? That's right, we cannot do this work alone. Dr. Hendricks mentioned communities raise students. Dr. Lee also mentioned the last P is participation. So we have curated an initiative where the community has merged with the family. Our Passport to Success program is where our community leaders and business owners, they are incentivizing our parents to participate in their child's education throughout their educational journey. Each time a parent participates with their child's educational journey, they can receive a passport stamp. Once they have a full passport, that passport then can be exchanged for those incentives throughout our entire community. Some examples of those incentives are free meals for the entire family. Some other incentives can be free oil changes or discounts, major discounts throughout our vendors and merchants throughout the county. So again, we encourage all family engagement and participation, but this one Passport to Success, our community stood up to be a solution to ensure that as our parents are participating with the school system, they are also being incentivized. Secondly, we have an annual family engagement conference. Because we believe in the experience of family engagement, and we know the impact that when families engage, our students are much more successful. So our court system is partnering with us this year to provide a class so that our parents can learn all about the resources that our magistrate court offers. Also, parents will learn simple ways to create literacy-rich environments within their homes. Did you know, parents and community members, that by simply turning on the captions, on your televisions, that enables and encourages literacy and builds basic reading skills with our students, because not only are they listening, they are reading the captions below. And last but not least, financial literacy. Our parents will learn ways to make sure that they are maximizing every single penny that comes into their home. Now, you heard a lot about the beginning of the year. The Back to School Bash is on July 25th at 4 locations within our community: Mundy's Mill High School, Morrow High School, Jonesboro High School, and Riverdale High School. So parents, please come out. We have community businesses and partners who will be there to make sure that you are receiving all of the community resources that they have, just in case you need to use those throughout the year. So again, it's time to pass the baton back to us and tag We Are It after August the 3rd. So please come out on July 25th from 10 to 12 at one of those 4 locations. And last but not least, we know that many of our parents, including ourselves, we have to work sometimes until 5 or 6 o'clock. So we have campus kids at our elementary and middle school, some middle school locations, to make sure that even if you're not getting off as the students are getting out of school, they have a safe and secure place to remain until you're off from work. So please meet with your school and get more information on Campus Kids. So again, I am Shakira Rice, and we look forward to partnering with every single family and community member, because again, we cannot do this work alone. It truly takes a village to make sure that our children are successful. Thank you. And I now will turn this over to a segment of our communications department.
Good evening, everyone. We welcome you to our first Clayton County Community Connection Outreach Initiatives opportunities. We are so excited to keep you informed, engaged, and connected to so many enriched opportunities within our school system. As you heard from my colleagues, we're not operating at status quo. We're getting out of the schoolhouse into the communities and letting you know what we have to offer for your students, for ways to volunteer, and for ways to ensure that our communities are rich with resourceful information. So we're excited when we talk about the Community Connection Initiatives. It's a way of letting you know that Clayton County Public Schools have so many different community opportunities to volunteer, to connect with other support systems. We met recently with so many different organizations, and they said, we're rich with resources, but we're limited with the opportunity to connect together, to support, to share those. And so we want to bring all of those opportunities together and share our benefits that we believe are centered around supporting children. So if you know someone who is not here tonight and they can benefit from opportunities to volunteer, to learn more about family resources and services and volunteerism opportunities, please share with them some of the many opportunities that's under the horizon. The very first one is tonight, of course, and we thank Reverend Salters and his leadership team for inviting us, but there are other opportunities with supporting us. The very next one is this Saturday, July the 18th. We have a Community Connection Outreach Canvassing Day, and we're going to be out in Lovejoy, Riverdale, Morrow, and Forest Park areas to canvass. We're not soliciting, but we are encouraging you to stop by at the many locations that we have projected for you and that we'll share via our social media platforms, so that you can pick up rich information that will support you and others that you may know that are not present tonight, and as they prepare for the first day of school. And the next opportunity that we have is our Building Mutual Trust Together church visit that Sunday as well. That's July the 19th. We will be at a church in Forest Park. It's projected for you, St. Felipe de Jesus Catholic Church. And we invite you to visit us there or encourage others in the community to visit us there on Sunday to, again, gain another opportunity to learn more about what's happening in our school system. And we certainly want you to stay connected. My colleague mentioned about the Back to School Bash and so many other community engagement events that are planned throughout the school year. And so the way to stay connected with us is through our social media threads. We have Facebook, Instagram, we have our YouTube platform, and then we also make sure that you listen to the broadcast. We're excited to announce that we have a new studio, and we're launching that in August next month. And so that's a way for you to also stay connected with the broadcasting and programming that we will launch to keep you engaged as well. We thank you, we appreciate your time this evening, and we'll turn it over to the next presenter.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you. I am Alicia Albritton. I serve the district as its Chief Human Resources Officer, and it is my pleasure this evening to share information with you regarding district staffing and employment opportunities. First, I want to share with you that as a district, we categorize our over 7,000 employees into two major categories: those that teach and those that support teachers. Our commitment to you is that every classroom will be led by a skilled and caring adult who understands the importance of remaining current with their practices. We also commit to you that every support staff's role will be filled with a qualified professional who understands that the district's top priority is making sure that their children eat first. Essentially, that means that they have first priority on all of our district resources. Every decision that's made is made with the children in the forefront of our minds. With that in mind, we want to thank you for your engagement tonight. That means that you're invested in our community and that you're invested in the school system. So if you or anyone in your circle is looking for a new employment opportunity, I encourage you to review our job board. When you receive the materials from tonight, you'll get extra information that shows you just why you should connect with Clayton County Public Schools and join our team. I know that you're asking, Alicia, what type of employment opportunities are available? Normally, when people think about jobs and school systems, they directly take their minds to the school and they think about teaching. They think about paraprofessionals, school leaders. But I want you to extend that thought and think of us as a business. So every department that it takes to run your favorite business, we have that opportunity in the district as well. So if you're looking for full-time opportunities, we have them. If you're looking for part-time opportunities, those exist as well. If you're looking for a very flexible schedule, we have opportunities to meet that need as well. So again, please, when you receive the materials from tonight's event, take a look at our opportunities and consider us for your next career opportunity. I do want to highlight a very special opportunity that our state legislature has renewed for retired teachers. Through Senate Bill 150, retired teachers who left the profession or started their legacy period with at least 30 years of service and have been retired for 1 year have the opportunity to essentially have two revenue streams. They can continue to draw their retirement benefits and they can be fully compensated for teaching. So that's an extra special opportunity that I implore our retired teachers to investigate. Thank you for your time, and I pass the baton to my colleague, Major Williams.
Good evening.
I'm Major Williams. I'm going to share some things that your police department has done and are doing to keep our kids safe. The Clayton County Schools Police Department is a full-service police department that operates 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It is the third largest police department within Clayton County. We are responsible for the safety and security of our students, teachers, administrators, staff, and all CCPS properties. Our officers are certified by the Georgia Peace Officer Standards and Training Council. Our officers receive annual active shooter training so that they can respond to any type of active shooter events at our schools or any one of our buildings to keep our kids safe. I would encourage the public, if need be, to go to our safety tip line, the CCPS safety tip line, which can be accessed at www.clayton.k12.ga.us. That is a confidential tip line that bullying can be reported, weapons, any type of threats, cyberbullying, etc., can be reported in a confidential way. All of our CCPS schools have emergency plans that have been approved by the Georgia Emergency Management Agency along with the Homeland Security Agency. Those plans allow us to prevent, prepare for, and respond to crisis situations. In 2024, our department created its first ever tactical response team. That tactical response team is a force multiplier. It is made up of officers who have been specially trained in weapons and tactics, and they are tasked with responding to any critical incidents at any of our CCPS properties. We have an excellent working relationship with our local, state, and federal law enforcement partners, specifically the Clayton County Police Department, the Clayton County Sheriff's Office, the DeKalb County Police Department, and the Georgia Bureau of Investigation. Clayton County Public Schools Department understands the systemic national trend of the school-to-prison pipeline. With that in mind, we only respond to critical threats at our schools. We do not get involved with routine disciplinary issues. For my parents and guardians within the sound of my voice, I implore each of you to take an active role in the lives of our students. Know what they are doing, know where they are. Engage with them on a daily basis. Check their book bags, check their social media. You are our first line. We cannot do this work without you. It is imperative and incumbent upon all of us to keep our kids safe. Therefore, we need you to partner with us because we can't do it alone. Lastly, it is my hope that every student has a successful and safe 2026-2027 school year. Thank you.
Good evening. I am Keith Colbert. I serve in the role of Senior Chief of Staff. Our team this evening have shared resources and support organized around three important principles that guides our work with our families and communities: learning, thriving, and connecting. They represent our commitment to ensuring that every student has the opportunity to be successful and every family knows how to access the supports available to them. When families understand how to support learning at home, students achieve more. When students and families have access to the supports they need to thrive, barriers to success begin to disappear. And when schools and communities stay connected through consistent communication and meaningful partnership, trust grows, engagement increases, and the student outcomes improve. This is evidenced through our district's points of pride. Currently, we have an all-time high graduation rate of 86.3. Our students, thank you. Our students with disabilities have an historic high graduation rate of 75.7%. For 2 consecutive years, Clayton County Public Schools have produced 2 top 10 Teachers of the Year finalists for the state of Georgia. We have 13 of our schools that have been recognized by the Georgia Department of Education as literacy and or math leaders. Our content mastery scores continues to show improvement across all 3 levels, elementary, middle school, and high school. 7 of our high schools have been recognized as AP honor schools. Our students continue to show increases in the number of students who has been recognized as AP scholars, with an increase to the tune of 51%. And our advancement placement scores continues to increase. These accomplishments did not happen by chance. They happened because students worked hard, teachers believed, families partnered, and the community invested. We circle around all of our students to ensure that their success was possible. Thank you.
So, here we are. One community, one purpose, one direction, all of us. The children eat first. Someone once said, no one cares what you know until they know that you care. That's what we believe in Clayton County, and that was what this was about. Because we understand that sometimes before we can get to the point of educating students, we have to recognize the reality of their family and then build a bridge from that reality to the education that we hope to give them. The resources that we talked about today are that bridge. And so we invite parents to come to us if there are issues outside of education. We have resources that could possibly help you. And helping you means that we can help your children. Once again, the children eat first. They always will. They always should. And it should be all of our commitment. Thank you.
We thank you again for your attendance this evening. This is a time of our event where we will open the floor for questions and answers. So if any of you have any questions that you'd like to present to our interim superintendent or the leadership team, we have microphones staged to my left and to your right. And we just ask that you join us in following the left or right side columns to present your questions to us, and we'll be happy to entertain them this evening. That means we're doing an exceptional job. Okay, we have one parent. Please come forward. Thank you.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I am Alicia Howlett. I am a parent of a seventh grader. Um, and I try to make sure I know what I want to say. Dr. Hendricks, in your interview, you said parents want a sense of trust and that the district wants to work with families to create a shared vision and implement it together. These trust tour meetings are encouraging, but trust isn't built while we're sitting in this room. It's built when the lights are out and the parents have to rely on the district's everyday processes. Tonight, we've heard expectations for students like the cell phone policy, uniform policies, and we expect students to follow the rules, and we expect parents to follow the chains of command. I did that. I know the chain of command because I followed it. And my concern is not that I don't know the process. My concern is that the process did not restore my confidence. So my question is, how does the district ensure that teachers and administrators are held to the same standard of accountability when concerns are raised about how a child was treated? And when parents don't see that accountability after the proper process, how does the district expect to earn the trust you spoke about during this tour and around when this tour is over and the lights are out?
Thank you for your question, first and foremost. So, we've been working from the lens of coherence. And coherence, people have asked me so many times, why is that the solution to the issue? Because in some situations, what has happened is we have become independent workers working in different ways. You talked about children not being treated well. We have CFTs and cross-functional teams who have been working on issues like communication to home to school, things like bullying. I don't know exactly what the issue is that you speak about, but I know that when there is consistency among the people who work in the district, when the district has ways of handling situations that we can hold individuals accountable for, you're able to get a better product. Because what we're doing now is standardizing how we respond. What you're telling me about, or what I hear you saying, and there were times where I couldn't hear you well, but I think the gist of it, is a situation where somebody acted in a way that you didn't find trustworthy. Every action builds trust. Every open mind builds trust. So we ask that you come back and see us differently from the situation that you dealt with. Give an opportunity for the problems that we tried to solve through the things that we've been doing. And trust me, behind the curtain, we've been working a lot. I demand a couple of things from people that are non-negotiables, and one is that they be a good person. Secondly, that there be customer service that no one can mess up for anybody. Because when actions happen that violate your trust, you don't think about that one person. You think about the entire school district. It's one thing if I get in a car and I drive off the street and hurt myself. It's another thing if I drive off and take other people with me. What we want is consistency about how things are treated. And I would love to hear in detail what your situation is. I don't know if you brought it to the district already,
Yes,
but
sir.
I believe that we can handle it. How do we build trust? By first having a conversation, having an understanding. Everybody reflecting to make sure that the facts indicate what we need them to indicate. Sometimes, the way we see things are not the way they are until we get together and all the facts are given. But once we have the facts, everybody comes to the realization that the facts are the facts, and then we deal with it together. That's how we build trust. One, have processes that parents can trust, right? and that people come into the school in trustworthy ways as well, and then we work together. The problem with schools in many cases is now the children, to some degree, or at least the children who are not doing the best things, are playing the parents and the school against each other. I'm for togetherness. I'm for conversation. I'm for systems and processes in schools that speak to our deliverance in terms of trying to make sure that the school operates fairly for all and effectively for all. But we have to work together and we have to talk. And I invite you, before we get out of here, to have a conversation. These are all my colleagues. We're open to hear it and we're open to fix it. And I hope you'll be open as well as we talk about what the facts of the situation are. Great processes will build trust. Every time we approach each other the right way, it builds trust. Every time that we get together and decide what children are going to do and what they're not going to do, it builds trust. And so I hope that before you leave here, we can build that trust and then walk together as we get into the school year.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I just want to say it's been a tough 3 years for me and our community. And I'm here to say that my faith is restored for this school year. And I'm grateful, thankful for an entire community, especially vulnerable children who require our protection. And I just want to say thank you.
I want to say thank you for being a voice for others. I want to say thank you for having the courage to speak in difficult places. I want to say thank you for always comporting yourself in a way that says you're respectful of the situation, but you need a change. I promised you the last time I saw you we would do something, and I think we did it. Now let's see if it works, but it takes all of us, right? Educating children takes a village, and hopefully we are a village together.
We are a community who is committed,
Yes.
very respectful,
Yes, ma'am.
and very law-abiding,
Yes, ma'am.
okay? And I'm here representing that community because I am their voice.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm very proud of that. And I had to remind them, just like this parent who's listening right now, we have to trust. My faith is in God. And I feel He is listening. I like what I see. And when I felt a heaviness when the year started, I feel like a weight was lifted. And because my son goes to your establishment, I entrust him to you. And I want to say thank you because this is the first time in 3 years that I've felt okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much. All right? Good evening.
Thank you so much for this opportunity to share information and hear more about our school system.
Yes, ma'am.
We are residents of Clayton County, and our organization is the National Leadership Group. We work with single parents and provide legacy award ceremonies to help encourage single parents to become better parents in educating their children. We'd like to know, how could we get a copy of the resource directory that was mentioned earlier?
Leave your name with our chief, our communications executive director, and she'll make sure that you get all of the materials. As she stated earlier, we're actually going into the community and passing these things out. And so we can make sure that you have a copy, or we can make sure that you get a copy. And we're looking forward to making sure that our community is resourced well so our children do well on the first day.
Thank you. Our organization is responsible for making sure that March the 21st is Georgia's Single Parent Day, and so we're trying to get that message out so more single parents can be awarded and rewarded for doing an outstanding job.
And as a married man with 2 children who struggles even with a spouse, and being an individual who comes from a single parent household, I applaud you for your work, and I applaud you for recognizing those incredible people who manage to do the hard work of parenting alone. And what we want them to know as a school system is they're not alone. We're here as well. So thank you. Thank you for the work that you do.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, hello and great evening to everyone. I am Dr. Arvis Walker, and I am the District Director for Georgia PTA, which covers 13 different counties. But my home is Clayton County, so this is where my heart is. One of the things that Georgia PTA is asking from us is to increase our membership.
Yes.
We say that CCPS is a business. PTA, PTSA is a business as well. Yes. So I'm asking each of the leaders to join 1, 2, however many PTAs that you can. This is to help not only the PTA, but so that you can get the material and you can see what those PTAs are doing in their specific community. So I'm asking, if you don't have an idea of a PTA, I can get someone the resources as far as a list of the schools that have the PTAs. I would truly, truly ask that you join a PTA. In addition, I do a lot more than just PTA, okay? I'm a part of a nonprofit organization called Miss Queen of Positivity. My daughter is the CEO of that organization. What we do is also work with the foster students. A lot of foster students at the end of the year, or when they go to another place, they have to leave with used items. All of their things are put in bags. What we do is work with the foster systems, and it's called Foster Children and Suitcase. It's a suitcase program. Before I came here today, I'm partnering with Macy's at South DeKalb Mall not at South DeKalb, at South Lake Mall to get a grant of $2,500 so that we can, what we do is those foster students, we don't want them to think that they only deserve hand-me-downs. Their suitcases are brand new. Every item that's in that suitcase is brand new. At this moment, we have partnered with Forest Park High School for the last 2 years. What we do is work with the social workers, the principals, and things like that to identify those students. We also work with schools in the DeKalb County area. But what I've done with my board is ask them to open it up more within Clayton County. So we look forward to working with more schools in Clayton County. Thank you. I ask you all to please join a local PTA or PTSA in Clayton County. Thank you.
Thank you, Doc. We appreciate you for all your hard work. Questions. We love questions. Hey, brother.
How you doing?
I'm blessed, thank you.
Well, I want to say my name is Edward Roan. I'm a former student from Jonesboro. I graduated class of 2024. I just wanted to say I want to thank everybody, the district. I was going through a rough time as a student. I am also a foster child. The man right next to you is my father. He met me when I was at a rough point in time in my life, and the district, everybody, they truly helped me out. Even in the darkest moments of my time in my life, going through school, being a troubled child, I was still able to succeed. And I want all parents to know that the district means well for every student. It's not just for the teachers, it's not just for everybody, it's genuinely a great community. They look out, they make sure students are well, they check on your mental, And if you need help, you have to reach out. You have to say something. Right? You can't, and I encourage people that are going through things to speak up. Don't stay silent, because silent is not a good place. But if you open up and you're given the opportunity to excel, exceed, go for things you didn't believe in, and actually go for it and not have second choices or thoughts about it, you can succeed. I'm living proof. I just want to thank you guys.
Well, two things, brother. First and foremost, thank you for being brave enough to share with us. The best thing you can do in the world is help somebody else. And that's what we're standing on. And your testimony is going to change somebody's life. If there had been nobody in here but you, and you came up and said what you said on the mic, this event was worth it. Because this is being recorded, and there's somebody right now who may be a foster child. They may not have both of their parents. They may be waiting for school to open so they can actually eat. They may not have clothes. They may not have friends. And we're waiting for them, waiting to help change their life. And by the way, the man standing by me that I've known for a very long time is a great man. So I'm telling you, you have a great father, okay? So thank you, brother. Pleasure to meet you. Thank you for your testimony. We love questions. Good evening.
Good evening, Dr. Hendricks.
Hi.
Our leadership at Clayton County Public Schools. My name is Alicia Gant, and this year I was named District Teacher of the Year. Thank you. Last year, when Dr. Hendricks joined Clayton County Public Schools as our interim superintendent, the principals came to us and they said that the students eat first. And when I heard that, my focus personally shifted because I saw the vision. Because typically when we eat, we generally feed our children first. And so with that, it restored a vision. It empowered myself personally. And I took those words and I understood what the mission of Clayton County is. And so as I stand before you today, I want to thank you all. And I really do want to make sure at our schools that our students are eating first and that they get a full nourishment, a buffet of all that we have to offer before they leave our hands. And thank you all for allowing this mutual community to come together. And hopefully our children are nourished as they leave us. And as educators, we do take the charge to make this happen. So thank you all so much.
Thank you so much, and thank you for leading through the art of teaching. We appreciate you greatly. Questions, comments. We love questions and comments. Seeing none, Ms. Dawkins, I think we've completed our mission, and I'll say this last thing, and then I will move and give our great friend, Pastor Salters, back his sanctuary. But thank you, sir. You have been a great partner over the years, and that's not just for the central office. All the schools know you. You always open your doors to our people, and we're so thankful. And you help us push out our message about literacy and it living everywhere in Clayton County. To our team, to our community, to our faith-based leaders, to the people who are here, and to the people who will hear this message, the children eat first. The children are still waiting. The children need us all. Our efforts cannot be about us. They have to be about them. Our work cannot be in silos. It has to be work that's done together. Now, we could spend a lot of time on Spaghetti Junction trying to determine when we're going to get off and move in the same direction. The children are still waiting. We have to make our minds up quick. Minds made up. It's about being coherent, one in purpose, and moving together. Our school doors are open because they're not really our school doors. They actually belong to the parents and to the community, and they're open up for you. But we ask you to be partners, great partners, and we promise to be the same. But everybody has to make an effort. This is about helping other people. That's what school has always been. That's what it will always be. And so this was a community effort, and there will be more. Meet us, we'll meet you, and we'll win together for our children. Thank you for being here this evening. Pastor Salters, again, sir, thank you very much. We appreciate you. Thank you, everybody.